I'm Camila. This is
I'm Isabella.
And I'm Matthew.
this is our perch dissection.
Zoom in. Oh no, I'm zooming in on the perch. Alright, we are going to be briefly going over the external anatomy. First of all, here is the mouth where they would intake their food. Here on the side is their gills. They have fins on the sides and on top. And on the bottom, here's their tail structure. And along the sides, you can see the scales of the fish. Alright, so here we have made our incision to be able to access the internal anatomy of the fish. It took a little bit of effort because of its thick layer of kind of meaty substance between the top layer with the scales and the internal layer. So we did have to use both the scissors and the scalpel to get through to where we are. Alright, so outside right here we can see the gill operculum. This is the kind of protection for the internal gill. And if we flip it over inside, we can see the inside of the actual gill. And the filaments have a feathered texture to increase the surface area for oxygen absorption.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, so right here above the intestines we have the spleen. It is this little slender black structure. The spleen performs phagocytosis and recycles old blood cells and platelets, removing iron and useful components. And the spleen also is used to process and remove bacteria.
Okay, so in our fish over here, you would see right here where the spine used to be are the kidneys. The kidneys looks like a dark region that runs along either side of the spinal cord along the body. It is responsible for the removal of nitrogenous waste, and eventually leads to the urinary bladder. So down here, you can see that on this area are the testes, indicating that this fish here is a male. Now the testes, they hold sperm and androgen hormones, and these have a single pair too. And the testes have two channels, are called the sperm ducts, and they extend from the testes and join together to release sperm out the general pore. Okay, so over in this area right here is the urinary bladder. All the waste is stored in the urinary bladder until it is released into the external environment through the urinary pore, right about here.
Just under one of the testes.
Yeah, under
and
one
the
of
pore is right here.
Pore is right here. Urinary bladder is about right under the testes.
It's so hard to find here. You can kind of see it over here. Oh, not in focus. Ever so slightly down in this corner. It's very difficult to see. Alright, here we can see our fish's swim bladder. If you poke it, you can see a little bit of air and plenty of liquid inside. These are going to be our fish's fins, and this is the tenoid scales on the fish. A couple examples there. This swim bladder is a gaseous pocket within the body that maintains natural buoyancy with the help of a gas gland in the oval body. So basically it helps our fish flow. So better angle. 3.
Alright, so now we are moving on to the digestive system. So food intake is through the mouth and runs down in through the esophagus, which is a darker part right here connected to the mouth. And from in here, it runs to our stomach, which is this right here to the left of our spleen. And then different types of food particles are broken down through this intestine that you see it folding around. And also the liver facilitates this process along with the gallbladder, which is seen right below the liver. this little black looking part under the liver. And also in the digestive system, once that food travels through the intestine, it will come out right here out of the anus. Look at it.
2, 3.
All right, so here we removed the gills, and right about where they were located under, we can see the heart here in the middle of the fish. All right, so here we have the removed heart, and the two chambers are the ventricle and atrium.
Ventricle, atrium. Okay, this is a model of our fish's brain. The bottom portion is going to be the cerebellum. The center portion is going to be the optic lobe. And this right here is our pineal body, our cerebrum, and the very top is our olfactory tract. As you can see, the optical lobes are quite decently large. And they're used for sight. This is going to be more of the thinking part of the brain, and this helps balance our fish as it swims.